Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Termini and I'm the production specialist here at WinCAM. The key to putting together a great production is to have an excellent team behind you. A group composed of selfless people who work together to put forth a great product in any way they can. With only 4 staff members here, volunteers are crucial to our success with large-scale productions, in particular such as high school sports games, concerts, and other town events. There are 2 individuals this year who went above and beyond the call of duty and worked with us on countless events. They each put in over 30 hours of their time just this season alone and are able to work through any challenge that was thrown at them. This includes going to other towns to cover events with little advance notice, dealing with rain and freezing temperatures, and finding a quick solution on the fly when the first plan didn't always work. They worked hard, they never complained, they had fun, and didn't ask for anything in return other than the occasional slice of pizza. WinCAM is grateful to have these 2 at our side, and we look forward to seeing what they do in the future. I personally love working with them every week and witnessing them grow as individuals and professionals. It is my honor to present Noah Mulcahy and Nancy Termini with WinCAM's 2021 Volunteer of the Year Award. Congratulations.
The lead for the first time tonight. Ben Wilson on the reception. 120th meeting between the 2 teams.
And he has 4 wide receivers now on the side with LD lining up as a receiver too. Empty backfield. LD's in motion, and it will be a fake to LD, but the pressure's coming, and Noak throws, and it's caught at the edge.
All right, guys, come on up here and get your award.
I'd first like to thank Andrew and all of the other WinCAM staff for their efforts and all the hard work they've put in so far this year to help me earn this award, because without them, I wouldn't be able to volunteer, and, well, there'd be no award for me to have. Aside from that, I'd like to thank all the other volunteers who I've worked with so far this year. My experiences with all of them have been great. Nothing but compliments for all of them. I've also enjoyed the camaraderie and the fun, hectic nature of WinCAM shoots. There is nothing like it. Nancy, would you like to say a few words now?
Sure, thank you, Noah. I would also really like to thank the WinCAM staff, especially Andrew Termini. You know, since he's my brother, he really helped me get into WinCAM. He really allowed me to come in easy and do really well on the cameras and everything else. He taught me well, and all of the WinCAM staff has been exceptional to everyone, all volunteers, really great people. It's also been fun with Noah. Doing all the games has been a blast. It's simply amazing, and I can't wait to do it all again next year.
So I'm here with the 2 2021 Volunteer of the Year Awards from WinCAM, and I'm just going to talk to them for a few minutes. So my first question is...
Wait, you said Volunteer Awards of the Year.
Thank you.
I mean, unless I am the volunteer.
You knew what I meant. I've made that same mistake 2 or 3 times.
Your existence is the Volunteer Award.
Thank you. Hello, I am with the 2 winners of the 2021 Volunteer of the Year Award from WinCAM, and I'm just going to talk to them for a few minutes, and I have a few questions for you guys. My first question would be, what do you think was your favorite event or favorite production to work on or cover this year? I'd like to start with you, Nancy.
Honestly, I think my favorite one was the WinCAM Cabaret. It was my first project I ever did for WinCAM. It was very fun. I remember being up in the town hall. I think it was up on the side where you get like these... There's an array of chairs up on the balcony on the side. It was simply amazing. I could not have a better time there.
That was a fun show. I remember covering that with you. And on to you, Noah. Is there one production or one shoot that was your favorite of the year to cover?
of the year, I have to probably say the Fenway game from what was it now 2 weeks ago. That was a lot of fun, and I really, really, really enjoyed that. I think that will be one for the memory books the rest of time.
That was another very fun event, and a lot of it came together at the last minute, but it could still be a success. Was there one event in particular? I'm not saying negative necessarily, but was there one event that you believe proposed a major challenge for you?
The spelling bee could have had a little less puns.
All right. And you've turned into quite the pun queen yourself, Nancy, so I think it had a little bit of an effect on you. I kind of like it. And Noah, how about you? So Noah, moving on to you, is there one event that you believe proposed a major challenge for you?
For me personally, that's tough. Maybe also the same spelling bee, because I was not a good camera operator that day. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't for the life of me. But another one that posed a major challenge must have also been, let's see, it's probably either between that a basketball game that we did, and I think it was Reading, and or the Fenway game from about 2 weeks ago. All of these last two had significant logistical challenges to get on air, and getting on air was awfully, awfully rewarding.
Those are great challenges, and you guys were able to make it work and overcome them, whether that be fighting through the challenges of the TriCaster or being a little jealous of some of the puns that were being created because you wanted that ability to create those puns and make some great puns yourself, right, Nancy?
I needed to be that funny.
Yes, you did. But going forward, you've done so many great events, both of you have, and you've both done an extraordinary job. Is there one event or one set of events in the future that you're thinking about that you would really love to do with WinCam going forward?
Well, there's a Christmas dog parade on when we're filming this on Saturday, December 4th. If it's already passed, I hope anyone who ever went to it had a great time, and it's going to be amazing. I can already tell.
How about you, Noah?
One of the events I enjoyed working, the one time I ever did it, and I would like to do it again, but it was town meeting. I enjoyed that. That was fun. I'd like to do that again. I don't really have any in particular that I'm specifically looking forward to because I have no idea what's on the calendar. So whatever comes my way, I'll be excited to work on.
That's interesting. You say town meeting. We would love to have you be a part of town meeting. I could say that right now, and you as well, Nancy. There's a lot of moving pieces to that. I think it's a challenge that I know you've seen a little bit, Nancy. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but that's a fun logistical challenge, and we would love to have you be a part of that in the future, along with potential other events. And to close this out, do either of you have any questions for me?
What happened at the Fenway game? Being I'm in the band, I was unable to attend or volunteer, I guess is it, for the camera at that.
We got a behind-the-scenes little tape that you can go take a look at for that. But you did an outstanding job in the band that day. The band did really well, and that was a great game. So it was cool to see you doing that.
I first want to see that tape when it comes out.
And how about you, Noah?
I don't have any questions for you, Andrew. It's been a great time working with you and sitting down to talk with you today.
All right. Thank you both very much for joining me today. Again, this is Andrew Termini, the production specialist here at WinCam, and I've been very fortunate to have some time to sit down with the two volunteers of the year for 2021. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you both very much for joining me today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Andrew. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Back to you guys and the rest of the awards being received tonight.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Haley Herman, and I'm the Training and Production Coordinator here at WinCam. When the COVID pandemic first hit, many events that could have taken place in person had to switch to a video recording or other kind of virtual format. While singing in front of a camera isn't quite the same experience as performing in front of a live audience, the Winchester High School Choir took it in stride and put together an amazing show for viewers to watch at home. Tonight, we honor two of those members. Around here, they're known as Maya and Izzy, the producers of one of WinCam's favorite events, the Cabaret. These young producers did it all: hosted the show, introduced performances, wrote all their own scripts, bits, and jokes, gathered signups from their fellow choir members at the high school, and scheduled times for everyone to come in and perform their songs. But their work didn't just stop there. In addition to all of their tasks behind the scenes, they even performed in the show as well. Every time they come to WinCAM, they're always amazing to work with. Super nice, always communicating with us, and not to mention, pretty darn funny too. I feel so lucky to have been able to work with these talented students, and I can't wait to see what they do next. I'm very happy to present the Producer of the Year Award to Maya Albanese and Isabella Tedesco.
For those of you who are just joining us, I'm Izzy.
And I'm Maya. And this time we have a special Halloween-themed Heart Choir Cabaret.
Woo! Stop! No! No! No!
What?
That was so scary! I thought there was a ghost in here!
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.
Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. Cue the ghost choir. Thank you, and long for the day when I'll cling to him. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I.
Valentine's Day themed?
Don't be such a Scrooge.
No, I'm a little cherub like Cupid.
Bah, humbug. Hope you all enjoyed this cabaret to celebrate the immense talent of WHS students. Adios. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Ladies, here's your award.
Thank you.
First of all, we'd like to thank everyone here at WinCAM for supporting our crazy ideas.
And we want to thank everyone who has watched the cabaret, because it was a lot of effort was put into it, and we really appreciate that people enjoy it.
It's been an awesome experience for us. It started during COVID when we weren't able to sing in choir, so it's just been kind of a creative outlet for us as thespians.
And I love being able to do it with my best friend, and I feel very grateful, and thank you so much.
All right, I'm here with our two producers of the year, Isabella Tedesco, Maya Albanese, otherwise known as Maya and Izzy. Hello, ladies.
Hi!
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about how we got here today. So yeah, I know you said in your speech earlier that this kind of, the whole cabaret started because, you know, you couldn't really do anything during COVID. You couldn't really do any performances. Kind of tell us how this sort of came into motion, how it came to be.
Yeah, well, our choir director, Mr. Buford, he had the idea last winter to do like a Christmas variety show on WinCAM, and so people came in and sang, and it was really good, and people liked it. And then we thought that maybe we could turn it into like a more like regular thing, because we didn't have a chance to sing last year because of COVID, and people missed performing and missed singing, so we thought it could be fun.
Yeah, and so like, why don't you tell everyone all the work that goes into each cabaret you do? Because I've seen it firsthand, but maybe, you know, people watching at home don't exactly see just how much goes into it. And, you know, we talked about how much you guys did. So yeah, just tell us the process of it, making it, putting it together.
Yeah, so it usually starts with one of us texting the other person and being like, we should probably do a cabaret for this month. And then we decide on a theme. Usually if it's like a holiday month, we pick a holiday theme, like our October Halloween one this year. And then we meet up at Cafe Nero, usually, and start, we have to make a Google form and send it to Mr. Buford so he can send it out to every choir, like choir Google Classroom. And it kind of takes a while because some people aren't as on the dot with replying to it, and it's it's hard to recruit people, but we eventually get a healthy number, and then we just get a Sign Up Genius going and set up time slots for people to come in. Yeah.
And then once we get people and get their what they want to sing, we have everyone schedule time to come in and record, and then we write the script for it. And then after everyone's filmed their thing, we come in and record our parts and the script. And so there's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's kind of hard getting people to do it because they think that it's really lame. But in the end, it's fun. So yeah.
I think they're lame. This isn't lame at all.
Yeah. No, it's literally so cool. Only the cool kids.
Only the cool kids do the cabaret.
So which one's your favorite cabaret you've done so far?
Ooh, I think that our musical theater one was fun.
That one was fun. I think my favorite is the February Valentine's Day one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which was our first one, I think.
I like the little flying heart graphics in the background. I really like the fun heart antennas we had.
Oh, yeah.
And I sang Ring of Fire, which is one of my favorite songs. So.
Oh, wait, and then I forgot I sang My Heart Will Go On at the end of that one, and it was rough.
It was so good.
It was so great. No, I like the musical theater one just because, it was longer. We had more people into it. People gave such amazing performances, and all the backgrounds were cool, and everyone tried to wear costumes. It was awesome. So yeah.
Right. So you guys write pretty much all your own jokes, bits for your parts when you introduce all the performances. I just want to know, how do you come up with that? Do you set aside a day where you just write, or is it you improvise a little bit and then?
It's very spontaneous. Sometimes we're in really good writing moods and we can just come up with jokes that other people will find funny. But a lot of the stuff that doesn't make it into the actual script that we use is just stupid stuff that makes us laugh.
Because we think we're very funny.
But then we have to delete it. There was one time when we were at Izzy's house and we were just trying to bang out the script, and we had extreme writer's block. I was writing the stupidest stuff, and you were like, Maya, we can't do this.
Yeah, we have to remember that not everyone knows. A lot of what we write is initially is stuff that relates directly to what we have going on in our lives, and we're like, this is hilarious. And then we remember, the world doesn't revolve around us, so we need to make this more accessible to people. And a lot of it is me writing something and Maya going, Izzy, this is not funny. I don't know why you put this here. And then someone writing something and just total stream of consciousness, and then the other one being like, what does this mean?
Well, a lot of the time we're on the same wavelength, and it just works.
Yeah, a lot of time it works, but sometimes when we're not feeling it, it's just the most insane stuff, and you're like, this is just simply bad. We can't even pretend this will work, because it won't.
I've been there, don't worry.
Yeah.
What are some ideas you have for some of the next couple cabarets you might do?
There's a kid in the choir program at the high school who his name's Ben Wallace. Big Ben, if you're watching this, I love you. He does a mean piano man. He has a little thing, and he can play the harmonica with this little thing.
He has the headset.
The headpiece
for the
and then he plays the piano and he sings. He's a mega multitasker. So I think we want to try to do a Billy Joel themed cabaret.
We're doing it exclusively so he can do that. And also we love Billy Joel, so we want to do our Billy Joel songs, and I want to dress up like Billy Joel. So that's definitely one that we want to do. In the winter, we this coming month, surprise, we want to do one. That's it can be because we're probably going to air in January or late January. Want it to be winter themed, and then maybe if we try to do another Valentine's Day one, which would be fun. But then in the future, we just kind of want to just do stuff when we get ideas. We want to do an acoustic one.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, we tried to get that to happen last year, and literally no one signed up, and we were solid. So that was rough. But I want to have it. I want to see if we can do it again. Yeah.
All right. So just in general, what's next for you guys coming up in the future? Anything you're working on? Anything you want to do at WinCam maybe one of these days? Or
Well, shameless plug, we're in a show right now, and the rehearsals just started.
We're in Clue at Greater Boston Stage Company.
So you should.
I'm Miss Scarlett. She's Wadsworth.
And I don't know when this is airing. Do you know when this is airing?
next week?
Next week? Okay. Well, next Friday, so like it'll be the Friday when you guys watch this, there's a choir concert that you guys should totally come to.
I have a solo.
Mine has a solo. This is great. And then, you know, we hope to do more cabarets. We hope to be more involved.
We almost did a podcast.
Oh, God. No one needs a podcast.
I feel like it would be
we think we're very funny. So
Yeah.
we think everyone will find us funny. But we'll see. We'll see if we get a singular listener. Then we'll keep it going for them.
Yeah.
And then hopefully college.
Early decision comes out next week.
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Oh, by the time this airs, we'll probably know. So like,
I'll probably be sobbing.
no matter the outcome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations again. You guys are the best. It was so fun working with you, and I can't wait to do more stuff. And yeah,
Thank
you.
all right. Thanks, guys, and back to the rest of the awards show.
My name is Dane Sellards. I am the content specialist here at WinCAM. Over the past 2 years, I've had the pleasure of producing Winchester's local sports. Through it all, there has been a powerful, popular, and unique voice weaving all of these local sports together. From a volleyball championship scream to an excited vocal pitch at Jack Riley's Michigan attempt at a hockey game, to a final farewell at a football game, Luca Tedesco at a young age has embodied what it truly means to be a recognizable voice and a distinguished sports announcer. So I'd like to present this year's WinCam's On-Air Talent Award to Luca Tedesco.
WinCam would like to present to you the Luca Tedesco Memorial Trophy, even though I'm not dead. We congratulate you as the 2021 Middlesex League playoff champions by default. When seeing that this is going to be your final game as playing for Winchester, what would you say is the best experience you've had so far, and where does this season rank for you?
Oh, it's definitely number one. I mean, you look around this group, these are my brothers, these are my friends, making lifelong. When Joey has children, you know, I'll be the uncle.
To make the killing blow. Melrose gets the serve. 24-18 the score. Set it up. And there it is! A perfect season! And the victory! No sweeter than this! Winchester are 2021 Middlesex League champions! With a 14-0 score, Woburn takes victory, but throughout life, we all invest so much time working towards things that brings our lives to the next level. But every once in a while, the stars align, you catch lightning in a bottle, and magic happens. From that first game on an October Friday night, WinCam caught that lightning. Over the past 2 years, our incredible crew, Nate, Eric, Josh, Marco, Sean, Andrew, Dane, and myself, have become like family and have worked tirelessly to bring the games we all know you love so much. However, just as all good things must, my time here has come to an end. It has been unequivocally the honor of my lifetime to be your broadcaster these last 2 years, and I cannot thank everyone enough for their boundless support and energy. It is hard to say goodbye, but with every door that closes, another one opens. WinCam is already searching for our new chief sportscaster, and I know that whoever it is will be better than even I. So for one final time, this is Luca Tedesco, signing off.
All right, Luca, and you can come accept your award.
So when I came here 2 years ago to start doing the sports broadcasting thing, no one could have conceived of how amazing this would have ended up being. Everyone did such a good job. Dane, Eric, Nate, Marco. I cannot thank everyone enough for working so hard over the 2021 season. I know how difficult it was for everybody. We had just so many games to do and not enough people. And we kept through it. We kept doing it. And I cannot be more pleased with how everything went. So thank you so much to WinCAM for this incredible award. I will cherish this moment for a very long time. Thank you.
All right, Luca, you usually ask the hard-hitting questions.
I know.
So now I'm going to ask you the hard-hitting questions.
Oh,
They're
well,
honestly not that
let's
hard.
see. Let's see.
When did you really know you had a talent for like using your voice on air?
I don't know is the answer because I hate to look at myself that way. Personally, I know this is going to sound really like conceited, but I try to stay as down to earth as possible and not to be like, oh, I'm the best at this, because I feel like that's just not a good way to look at things. But I would say, if I were to have to answer that, really the 2021 hockey season, the hockey season we did this year.
Yeah.
Because it started to, the messages of just like, oh wow, this kid's really good, started to flow in around that when no one had a choice but to watch us.
Yeah, it was the perfect
Thanks,
storm.
COVID.
Yeah.
But that was kind of where I was like, okay, maybe I can do this as a career.
Yeah, it was
maybe
the
this can be
perfect storm
something.
with our new gear, with also you being on commentary, and then everybody coming up to us and being like, "Is Luca doing this game? Is he doing the
Exactly.
next season?
That's
Is he
when
doing-"
I was like, okay, we might have something going here. Like the first year was no one knew we existed.
Yeah.
But then once no one had a choice but to watch us, that's when it was like, okay, maybe there is something to this. Because people wouldn't just be saying, oh, your son's really good to my parents if I wasn't. They just wouldn't say anything. But hey, I don't like to think that way, but if I have to say that was when it kind of hit me.
All right, well, it perfectly goes into my next question, which is there any sport that you enjoyed covering the most? And if so, was there like a particular moment that stood out to you?
Obviously, hockey was great.
Yeah.
Because as a person who participates in the game as an official, I know the most about that, but I really found volleyball to be fun. And I think most of that was the reason that the girls' volleyball team was really, really, really good. And I honestly will say that my best call throughout that was that volleyball final.
Yeah.
At the end, I look back at that and I'm like, every little while, because I'm a jerk. I'm a terrible person.
We're all a little bit
and I go back
pretentious.
and I'm like, no, that's a really good call. And that I would say was the one I was most surprised by. But hockey, I would definitely say was my favorite because I just know most about it.
Yeah, we put that final volleyball call on our WinCam like year end.
Yeah, no, that's one I really pat myself on the back for. And also part of that was that after, because apparently a lot of teachers were watching that game, everyone was coming up to me like in my learning center was like, a perfect season and a victory, no sweeter than. It was like, that's what I said.
Yeah.
You're quoting me. That's cool.
If you choose to continue using your voice on air, what kind of goals or achievements would you like to accomplish?
I don't know. I keep answering this. I keep saying I don't know because this broadcasting is an extremely competitive industry, and there are only a few hundred spots in America for something like that at a level that I would want to. If I, in a dream scenario, I'd be broadcasting for a professional team somewhere, whether that's hockey or baseball, which I'm trying to do up at Lowell,
or really any sport, because to be on air is a gift, and really I'd like to handle that. But working at either some pro team somewhere, or maybe at some point even going national with it.
Yeah.
But it really, for me, the whole thing is right now just see what happens, and if those opportunities come up, then they come up, but if not, then they don't.
I think you do great. I know you're going to hate this compliment, but you always reminded me of a really, really great Joe Buck, and I know you hate that. But
Okay, this season he's become more chill, and I like that.
Yeah.
He's more laughy, jokey, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. I think the world would not be ready for a Luca Tedesco hybrid with Joe Buck.
A Luca Tedesco, kind of a Doc Emmerich Joe Buck.
Yeah.
And that's just a disgusting act, which I actually said during a broadcast at some point. I'll explain to that story later, but that did actually happen at a UML broadcast.
Was there anything special about working with WinCAM and your work with sports you would like to comment on?
What wasn't special? It was one day, as a kid, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, my mom made me a headset out of a headband and a pipe cleaner, because I would watch the Red Sox broadcast, and I liked seeing Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy, rest his soul, and that to just have one day seen a flyer that said, WinCAM is looking to start a sports broadcasting crew, come down to the station and we're going to get this thing going. That was okay, I get the opportunity to do this because no one else had showed up, so now I'm the broadcaster. So that was kind of the whole catalyst, and just the whole thing that it turned into. That COVID was is still a terrible, terrible thing. Get vaccinated. Shameless plug. But at the same time, when no one had a choice but to watch us, when people couldn't show up to the games, that was a huge deal for the entire program.
Yeah.
That I would say really the entire thing was just the timing and the experience I was able to get could not have been more perfect, because I feel like I've jumped in and I have more experience than most people who are trying to do this. It's that I worked, 40 games, 50 games?
You did, during the hockey/basketball season last year, you did 49 games.
I don't think I did 49. I think the program did.
But you were,
I was on a lot of them.
You were on a lot of them. You broadcasted half them because you were mostly at hockey.
So 25 games in that season alone, and then how many for volleyball?
Football,
10 volleyball games, however many. But yeah, it was a lot of, I would say just generally, it was a huge, just the whole thing was special. But
it's definitely something that we're never going to be able to pull off again to that magnitude.
Oh, hopefully not, because we were just...
We were done.
We got into, we were about a fraction of an inch away from a fist fight.
Yeah. When we got to the end of basketball/hockey, we were like...
Or volleyball, especially at the end of volleyball. That was like, everything sucks and we all hate each other now.
Yeah. It was a great
tough.
dream team.
Oh, no, it could not have been more perfect, but it was like when you get a whole bunch of... It's like the LA Lakers right now.
Yeah.
Everyone hates each other because everyone wants to be the number one guy.
Everyone wants the ball.
Yeah. Only LeBron can get it. So I mean,
it's
that's in the contract.
Tony Stark said that once. Said everything's got to come to an end eventually.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I'll ask you the general question of what does and you kind of already answered this in your.
I know I'm very long-winded.
Oh no, it's fine. So am I. What does it mean to receive this award? What does it mean to you?
It's unexpected. First of all, I didn't really think that I had seen the award on the wall before, and I was like, oh, well, that'd be cool, maybe that'll happen. And then it did, and when I got the email from Dave, I was, I think, just about to go to dinner at Fox Hall. Don't eat at Fox Hall. And I was just about to go to dinner, and I get it, and I was like, holy crap, I just got this award. This is really cool. I mean, but what it means is just like that all the hard work paid off, that I went from, oh, the humanity, the Hindenburg is crashing to the ground, get out of the, because if you listen to those old broadcasts that we did, you could have put me at the Hindenburg and I would have sounded like that guy. I was really bad to start.
I think
but
it might have
kind
been
of
a little bit more the technical side.
No, believe me, it was me too. But when kind of it just kind of that all the work paid off, working on my speaking, working on my knowledge of different sports, working on my knowledge of just how to broadcast a game, how to bring a game into people's homes, that all paid off, and maybe that helps me along the way in the future. But that was kind of, I would say, what this meant. It just was that all the hard work paid off.
All right. Because I know this final question is something that I honestly, I think about a lot too, is there anything that you would like to say to the Winchester sports fans that miss hearing you over the air, or anything you'd like to say to the next person that steps in line with WinCAM and does something over the air?
Well, so people in Winchester, I want to just say get over it, but I can't. But I think that the main thing is that at some point with any sport, the broadcaster leaves. Or like I watched easily 100 Red Sox games this year, and I was in tears when Jerry Remy passed away. But at the same time, at some point, it's got to come to an end. And I'm in high school. I was in high school, now I'm in college. And I have, it's not that I didn't love and appreciate everything that happened, but at some point it's got to end. And I think that you need to, that for the people of Winchester, you need to trust that it's not that I didn't leave because I hated it. It's because I didn't have much of a choice. I mean, I tried doing one of those football games earlier this year, and I left because I just didn't feel comfortable doing it, because it felt very peaked in high school.
Yeah,
but
and you made room for the next.
Yeah, and I think that it at some point the voice goes away, and but the thing that people in Winchester need to trust is that someone is going to replace me. And that means, in a way, you have to stop thinking about me and start appreciating the guy who's doing it now. Because at some point, they're going to go away, and you might miss that. You will miss them too. And then the next person, and the next person, and the next person. That's how it works. So basically, that's what I'd say to Winchester. And to the next guy, just get your own style. Don't copy me, because I've already trademarked it. I've already gone to the patent office. You can't copy me. But get your own style, first of all, and make the game your own. Trust that people will be watching, and just do your game. And don't swear.
Yeah.
That is the number one rule. You swear, you're out of here, because we lose funding.
Yeah.
But other than, I mean, that's everything. I mean, I just am so beyond thrilled to have gotten this award, and I can't wait to see what WinCAM Sports looks like in the future.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Luca. You made a tremendous impact on Winchester and local sports, and I'm forever going to be able to look at that plaque and be happy knowing that I got to be like a little bit.
You were the glue that held that program together.
We tried.
Oh
and then
no!
We hit the iceberg.
And you were the glue, but eventually glue dissolves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, buddy. I'm glad I got to spend this last one with you.
To everyone watching, fund your local media, because we need it.
Dane needs a job.
Yeah. Do you want Dane, this beautiful man, out of a job? I don't think you do, but thank you so much.
Thanks, bud.
And thank you to everyone who voted for me for this, and I am forever grateful. Thank you.